violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
And now many activists all across the city, they are fighting back against this rising violence, making it their mission to provide teens a safe haven off the streets. CBS News Philadelphia reporter Ryan Hughes shows us one option for parents that's working and now expanding.
On the heels of another shooting where 7 people, including 5 teens, were injured in the city's Strawberry Mansion neighborhood, perhaps no one is more frustrated than Ricky Duncan.
The violence.
Yeah, so these mass shootings are not slowing down. We did a live stream about, black men unfortunately being the faces of mass shootings in America. And it was really crazy because we were going through every mass shooting that has happened so far. And it's looking ugly for the community. It was damn near 75 to 80% of all of the mass shootings this year were coming from the community. We got to do better because these super gremlins are on demon time.
This is so overwhelming that you don't hear the good stories. All we're hearing about is the bad things.
Duncan has been fighting to provide teens a safe haven for more than 10 years. He's the executive director of NOMO, which stands for New Options, More Opportunities.
Creating more safe spaces, giving them more opportunities for them to be able to do more different things other than.
Yeah, and when they talk about safe spaces in the community, it's not about being openly gender fluent or binary or non-binary or whatever, the alphabet LGBT community. It's not about identifying to who you want to be or what you want to be. It's about actually being in a safe space, objectively safe space, where you don't have to worry about getting robbed, you don't have to worry about getting beat up, you don't have to worry about people getting their wigs snatched out, you don't have to worry about getting shot and killed. That's what he means by a safe space.
Than being on a corner or being somewhere where shots may be fired on the local blocks.
As more teens become victims of gun violence, NOMO is now expanding to more areas of the city. At its West Philly location on Lancaster Avenue, Duncan is opening a brand new resource and community center, affordable hair care options, and housing for underprivileged youth.
A computer lab down at the end of it, so you'll be able to come in here and do resume writing.
I've been down the wrong path just from being around people I wasn't supposed to be around.
Deja Woodson is now 19 and a dance teacher at West Philly High with big dreams. 5 years ago, she says her mother discovered NOMO that offered another option other than the street. It's a program she now says changed the course of her life.
I wouldn't be dancing as much as I do now if it wasn't for NOMO. I wouldn't be living here if it wasn't for NOMO.
Duncan says,
and it really seems like NOMO is working because they got her sitting pretty, okay? And I just hope and I pray that she doesn't find any violent situation in the near future. You see, a lot of people in the community who are taken out, they're really innocent, innocent bystanders. And I've done stories on dancers being deleted. I think I did a story on a dancer in Philly who got deleted as well, and that was really sad. So even though she has elevated in her life, she's still susceptible to something happening to her, somebody that she knows closely. So I would just say, hey man, use whatever NOMO got working with you and leave Philly. A lot of people are going to be doing a mass exodus because it's just so dangerous. It's unlivable. It really is.
NOMO is providing life skills training, mentorship, and a path for a better tomorrow.
Our mission is this: early initiative, intervention, and prevention.
NOMO plans to open this brand new space in the beginning of March. If you want more information on how you can get involved, head to our website, cbsphiladelphia.com. In West Philly, Ryan Hughes, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Yo, what's good, BGZM News 17 family? I'm at the corner of Jesse Jackson and Marcus Garvey, and I got some bad news for you. As you can see, I lost my job. I'm out here living in cardboard boxes outside of boarded up vacant homes. YouTube said I'm done getting money out here in these streets. They even took my funky ass suit. So anything right now would help. So go ahead and hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, hit that GoFundMe. Hell, cop the merch. Or if you want to make the long-term commitment to the Jinquavius Jackson Fund, join the Patreon so that I can continue to put out top-notch content each and every day. Also, check out the Rumble, where there is absolutely no censorship. Link in the description box below.
Hey, yo, ain't that nigga Jinquavius? Yo, I recognize.
No, that's not me no more.
Hey, yo, run your pocket.
Y'all tell me what they say.
Do the opposite of Antonio Brown and take
What
over your
more
store.
do you want from me?
Gunfire rang out tonight near a school in Philadelphia, injuring a toddler, 5 teenagers, and a woman. Chopper 6 shows police swarming the scene in Strawberry Mansion, where evidence markers litter the street. Tonight, the search is on for 3 gunmen. Thursday night, and the big story on Action News is the burst of gun violence that left 7 people injured.
Damn.
Action News reporter Annie McCormick has the latest.
We now know that there were 7 people shot at the intersection of 31st and Norris.
That's a mass shooting. 4 more people is what the FBI classifies as a mass shooting. You got 7 people shot, a 2-year-old, 5 teens. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Gunfire broke out at 31st and Norris just before 6 p.m. tonight. Police just released these new images.
Bruh. I mean, poo shiesty mask, poo shiesty mask, poo shiesty mask. I really don't understand how these dudes are just moving so reckless. My man got his socks pulled all the way up over his, I guess these are skinny jeans, or I don't know, joggers maybe. But this is all bad, y'all. They got the gloves on. They were not playing. This is the state of young black men today. It's really sad. It's not everybody, but it's enough to really need to do something about it.
It's showing 3 offenders using a 2011 to 2016 gray 4-door Hyundai Elantra with an...
At least it looks like he's got his pants pulled up, so we're making progress.
Unknown Pennsylvania tag. A 31-year-old woman was shot 2 times in her thigh.
Damn.
Her 2-year-old daughter also shot in the thigh. The rest of the victims are all teenage boys. 2 16-year-olds were shot in the arm. 1 also in the leg.
Wow.
A 15-year-old was shot twice in the chest and the thigh. A 13-year-old was shot in the hand. And a 17-year-old suffered a graze wound.
This has been a fairly quiet portion of the 22nd district for quite some time now. So at this point, we're piecing everything together.
So they saying that this area wasn't usually this hot. I mean, that's not an excuse. And as you can see, we've got a lot of representation here. Okay. The police chief is a sister. And then we've got some deputies, it looks like, whatever, sheriffs, I don't know. And it's a mess, man. It is a mess. And I'm not going to say that it's their fault. I'm sure they're doing what they can. But what I am going to say is they're probably being handcuffed when doing their jobs, so they can't really effectively do their jobs because this is extremely dangerous work.
Figure out if this is retaliatory, if some of those victims were intended or not, but it's still really early to tell.
Since Saturday, the 22nd Police District, which encompasses this part of Strawberry Mansion, has seen a Temple University police officer killed, multiple teens shot, and now tonight's mass shooting. Tonight's shooting happened near Blaine Elementary School. The teens shot tonight are students within the Philadelphia School District. Mustafa Ali was here after the shooting stopped and saw some of the victims. His son was not among them. The gunshot survivor says he easily could have been.
The headline is going to be teen shot. I got a teen. So it's just like, whether it was my son shot or not, it's just like, there's nothing, that's making me feel any better that it wasn't my child, because.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but we have to understand, are we perpetuating the same type of energy, the same type of lifestyle? And I'm not saying this brother is specifically, but if we're not calling it out, if we're continuing to justify it, which I see a lot of justification on social media, then we're part of the problem.
It was my child friends.
And Rick, at last check, all 7 victims are listed in stable condition. That includes the 2 youngest victims, a 2-year-old and a 13-year-old, who are recovering here at CHOP tonight. For now, reporting live in University City, Annie McCormick, Channel 6 Action News. Rick.
All right, Annie, thank you. Philadelphia.
Now to new details on a mass shooting outside of an elementary school in Philadelphia's Strawberry Mansion section.
7 people, including a toddler and her mother, were hit by gunfire last night. Action News reporter Sharifa Jackson has been gathering information all day long today. She joins us now live from police headquarters with an update. Sharifa.
Yeah, Brian, Sarah, today we're learning more about the relationship
I ain't see the gap
between these victims. According to the School District of Philadelphia, they say 2 of these teens, they were related, they were siblings, and that 2-year-old was being held by her mother. Her mother was at the school picking up another child from an after-school program when they were shot. A police car sat at the corner of 31st and Norris this morning. Evidence markers a reminder of the shooting the night before. Thursday evening, 7 people were shot, including a mother and her 2-year-old. The rest all teenage boys, ranging from 13 to 17 years old. They're all stable today.
Initially, when you hear 5 of your students have been shot, you're in shock, you're in disbelief, and then you're frustrated at the violence that still continues.
It was just before 6 p.m. yesterday evening. Deputy Chief of Communications for the Philadelphia School District, Monique Braxton, says the after-school program at James G. Blaine Elementary School was dismissing. People were leaving, including the 31-year-old victim. She was holding her 2-year-old child and picking up her son when 30 shots were fired.
30 shots, man. This is not good. Outside of elementary school, you got another mass shooting. What are we going to do? That's just my ultimate question, because it's way too much justification online. From what I'm seeing, everybody's excusing the behavior. That's all I'm seeing online, and I'm being genuine, I'm being honest. That's what I'm seeing. So I honestly don't think that we as a community, as a group, believe that this is a big enough issue. And that's my genuine thought.
Authorities say the victims ran towards the school to escape, resulting in a chaotic scene. Today, the district says they will be ramping up their after-school security programs.
We're expanding the Safe Paths program, which is where people in the community, parents, community advocates, can be paid to help kids get home safe.
And these are images released by police showing 3 suspects outside a silver Hyundai sedan, all wearing black, all armed, still on the loose. And the community is left feeling uneasy.
Commissioner, mayor, everybody, y'all gotta help us. My baby don't want to go to school.
So she asking for help, but were these the same sisters who were saying defund the police? Were these the same sisters who were, in the streets in 2020? We've got to ask these questions, so at least we can say, let's keep it a buck. We need more I told you so type people. Because at first we need to be like, okay, first of all, I told you so. You were wrong. We're right. Now let's find a solution. But the fact that we can't tell them that they were wrong and hold them accountable for what happened the past couple years with the criminal justice reform, defund the police, bail reform movement that was heavily issued and ushered in and pushed, with the help of, it was pushed by the glider liberals with the help of the sisters. We need to understand the origins before we can come to a solution.
Black, all armed, still on the loose, and the community is left feeling uneasy.
Commissioner, mayor, everybody, y'all gotta help us. My baby don't want to go to school. It's not fair to these kids. It's not fair to us. Like, we're terrified to come outside our house.
And at this time, Philadelphia police, they're still working to find a motive and information about what led up to this shooting. And all 7 victims, again, they are stable. They're being treated at various hospitals throughout the city. We're live from Philadelphia Police Headquarters. Sharifa Jackson, Channel 6, Action News. Sarah?
Yes, 7 shots, Sharifa. Thank you.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Anyway.
So it is what it is.